Okay, everyone, let me turn this over. I'm in my car headed to work this morning, and I thought since it's kind of cool out and I have to let my car warm up and windows defrost out a little bit. Yes, it is June and it's cool in Kentucky. So I braided my hair about 2 weeks ago, and I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of people have been saying, "Hey, I like your hair. Who braided your hair? Your hair looks good." And I'm like, I braided my hair. I'm too cheap to pay someone $250 to braid my hair. Okay, so um, it took me 2 days to get it braided. I am going to cut this short, and after work today, I'm going to do a tutorial on one of my wigs. I don't have a mannequin head at home, so I'm going to do a tutorial on on one of my wigs, um, because it's really easy to DIY, do it yourself. Stop paying people $180, $250, $300, $350 to braid your hair when all you're going to do is sacrifice a little time to do it yourself. It took me 2 days to braid my hair. You know, it's nice and full, and it's really long. I will take a couple of pictures and put them in the front so you can see the sides and the back. But I'm going to do a DIY because I do believe that a lot of times we as brown girls waste a lot of money trying to get someone else to do something for us when we can learn how to do it for ourselves for free. You know, well, yeah, we're spending the time to do it, but we can do it for free for ourselves instead of paying someone else the money to do it for us. Let's start keeping some of these funds in our own pockets. Okay? Yes, support black businesses, but yes, keep some money in your own pocket for a rainy day. So, peace and blessings. I'll be back with the tutorial at the end of the day. Okay, I started this video a couple of mornings ago on my way to work. As I said before, I've been getting a lot of compliments on my hair. Um, I've been braiding my own hair since I was a teenager. Um, for a while I went to some of the African braiding shops to get my hair braided, and this started happening. See that? Because the braids were so dang tight, and on top of the braids being tight, I always put my hair up into a ponytail or a bun, wrap it around, and that just made that worse. And this is so much better than it was before. If you watch my video how I got my edges to grow back, and when it's not braided, you can really tell there's a lot of improvement. I was supposed to do a hair length check in before I braided my hair, and I forgot. So I'll do that probably in a couple of months when I take these braids down. But right now, what I want to do, I decided I was going to do a braid tutorial. But right now, what I want to do is this right here. I'm good, but I don't know if I'm this good. But I'm going to try to get this braided. If I can get this braided, and I don't braid tight, so which is why I never had issues with my edges falling before when I did my own hair, which is why I'm back to it again. If I can get this braided within the next 3 months, when I come back to do my length check, this should be a lot longer than what it is now. It's about here, but it's very, very thin. Here it's, so it may be a little hard to grasp. This is the hair that I use. I just started using this type of hair, and I love it, love it, love it. There are actually four little bundles that come with it. Already used up 1.5. This is part of that third bundle that I was using. It's about $6.99 at the hair store. It takes me 3 packs to do my hair. So 3 packs is about $21 at tax, probably about $28 versus paying the African braiding shops 180 or 250 or 300 depending on what you're getting done. Okay, the first thing I do is kind of smooth the hair out and take away the excess hair that's in there. Put that to the side for now. Do that a couple of times to kind of get rid of the excess so it'll be nice and even when I pull out what I want to use. Now, in order to get this hair braided, I'm not going to braid the hair as thick as I did here because there's no way that's going to stay. So I'm going to take a smaller strand of hair. You would think it would look crazy, but once I get that braided and all of this is over it, no one will be able to tell. Usually fist it here, bring it around my head, pinch up what I want to braid. I don't know if you can see that. Then I begin the process of braiding. And sometimes it takes a couple of times to get it when the hair is this short. But eventually it will play along. Eventually. And as you can see, I'm having a time with this. Okay. As my granny used to say, I think we're cooking with gas now. Okay. Can you see that? Now, once I have that, this is what I do to make sure it's going to stay. Now I have some hair to grasp onto, right? So leave that there like it is. Then I take just a tad bit more, add to it. Again, I'm gonna fist it, bring it around, and grab this, go over it, and go ahead and make sure it's good and tight. Okay. Now, like I said before, if we can keep our money in our pockets and do our own hair and save our edges while we're at it, we should do so, okay? You see that? Now, I give it about 3 months. I'm going to keep this in 3 months. Yes, I am. Give it about 3 months. I'll do another video, and you should be able to see how much this will thicken up and grow because I'm going to leave it braided and leave it alone. Do your own hair, people. Sometimes once these edges leave us, they don't come back. So don't leave your edges in someone else's hands, okay? The next time I do a video will be, this is June 25th. My birthday, September 18th, Virgo in the house. So the next time I do a video, it will be a week before my birthday because I will be taking these braids down. Yes, I'm about to say it. I will be perming my hair. I will be perming whatever new growth that I have and rebraiding my hair. I haven't had a perm since March. Kind of like to let my perms stretch. I used to do them like every 8 weeks, and then I realized I was just messing up my hair, just damaging it. It's a lot healthier now that I let my perms stretch. So September, April, May, June, July, August, September, that perm will be 6 months old. So it would be time to go ahead and perm it. When I do that video, I'll take the braids down, show you my hair, and then I'll wash and condition it, probably put a hair mask in it, and when I get ready to start the braiding process, I'll go ahead and record the beginning and middle and ending of that, so you can get a better idea of how I start and finish. I usually start at the back, at the nape, and work my way up, because it helps me not miss any pieces. But again, if you want to keep your edges, braid your own hair, because nothing against the African ladies. We all have to make money. We all have to eat. It's a hustle like anything else. But I, again, noticed that when they were braiding my hair, my edges just started to disappear. I mean, the braids look good. They look fantastic. But my edges disappeared. And who wants to walk around with no edges? You know, that's the first thing people see. It's those edges. You don't want to do that to yourself. So again, you can braid your own hair, and you can work on getting those edges back. I will be, again, I have a couple of hair videos on my channel, and one of them is how I got my edges to start growing back. Not grow back, because they're not all the way grown back, but they look a lot better than they did, because all of this where the braids are here was bald. That there was no hair there to braid. And I went over in my last video how I got them to start growing back, and now the braids are to help thicken them up and get them to get a little more length to them. So again, braid your own hair, people. Kudos to the African ladies, because they do an amazing job, but a lot of them braid too tight and our edges disappear. But I can bet you anything, under those headscarves those African ladies have on their heads, they have a ton of hair and a ton of edges. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will definitely answer those. Here's to us, lady, keeping the money in our pockets and braiding our own hair. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.